So today we're having some fun defending our city with some magic. First thing we gotta do is place down our citadel, which I think would work better in the back line here, so that way we can place some wizards in front to defend it. They rush out, we have some rogue wizards to defend against, but thankfully our wizards are much better at this than they are. So we can pick the wizards again, and then we can level them up by just putting it right there, easily. And now we have the King of Progress to contend against, which has a couple of guns. That is not nearly good enough against magic, but now we get to choose some of the King of Progress's cards. Like a Defender, doesn't attack but reflects all taking damage. I do like this idea. So we can place that, I think over here would be good. And then hopefully they're in front, thankfully they are. So we can reflect damage using them very effectively. Ooh, and a shaman. Buffs allies attack damage based on its own damage. I do like this idea. And we can pick a royal decree for a bit of a passive. Doubles the amount of healing rays of your spires. We don't have any spires yet, but I do like the idea of healing the troops. So let's get a shaman down over here. We want to keep them a little bit spaced so we can put down some buildings to enhance them. And my goodness, these troops that are going up against us are not having a good time. Oh, I do like the sound of the vault, receiving extra gold at the end of every year. Or the beacon adds extra attack speed to adjacent troops and constructions. Let's take the vault, we can do more with more gold. Put that right next to the citadel. So there's some gold there initially. And then the enhancement from the shamans to the wizards is, okay, that was an interesting little stand down there, or standoff. Stare down, standoff. So let's take the shamans and then level them up. Ooh, but we have a blessing prophesized in 9 years. And the blessing is Illuminism. The cards on the target plots will level up in the year of the prophecy. Oh, cool. Ooh, and it's 3 different plots. I like that, but why's it gotta be the empty ones? We have been holding on to this library forever. Every year has a 50% chance of duplicating an enchantment. I feel like we can have that benefit our magic natives, which currently that failed, but there isn't any enchantments on them anyway. Now, our citadel also has the power of chain lightning, so that can be good, but our units are already so much better. It's not even really worth doing that. But at least the vault can be leveled up, so we earn 6 gold at the end of the year. And my goodness, so many troops just go down so fast because all of the damage being reflected. And we are still winning the numbers game, which I do appreciate. Oh yes, there's a spire. Heals units that are closest to death during battle. Yes, please. But now it's time to wage war against another king, as if we didn't have enough enemies. The King of Blood or the King of Nature? I think we can go against some nature folk. What are they gonna do, throw a Lorax at us? Let's put the spire, I would like it kind of in the back line, I think, but we do have a little bit of time still until the Illuminism blessing. So let's get that over here, I think, so we can level up when we get there. And there's a nature kingdom. Sending out some pigs to fight us. That is quite the choice. I don't even know what the rest of them are doing, but it's not enough. Now we just kind of have awkward stand downs again, but now we get some nature cards, like a boar or poison vial. Units attacks apply poison stacks to the enemy. Oh, I like this. Give that to the wizards in the front here. Now we just seen one more enhancement tower. Oh, hey, the healing spire is working. It's doing a lot of healing too. I do like that idea a lot. Wow, it's keeping, oh my gosh, I just realized it's getting taller. Wow. That wizard got insanely huge because he kept getting shot. The Executioner, is that who we were fighting? Ranged troop always attacks the enemy with the lowest health. Let's see, we don't have a lot of real estate left, but there is a year coming up where we can expand the kingdom. So we could take another unit type. So we get magic and guns, the best kind of magic. And this would be a good spot to get some more enhancements, like a cemetery here. If an adjacent unit dies in battle, summons an imp to fight in its place. Although, our units are not going down very much, are they? Why don't we re-roll the shop? We do have a lot of money. A concabulator? When this building reaches level 3, it levels up all the plots. Ooh, that sounds like a fun time. We can pick that up for a little bit. Then re-roll once more. A cauldron that is somehow not a magic card. Adjacent plots attacks now deal poison damage, so that can do all of our troops for poison damage. Although we haven't been getting a spire very often, so let's take that so we can level that up, and then when the year of blessing comes around, we can get it to level 3. So there's that, get the concabulator in the middle. Sure, because that's gonna get a free level up. And then I think it's about time we level up the shamans again. So even more goodies can happen. And thankfully the healing tower, oh, I guess it can't out heal the things there. Oh, you know what? The healing tower wasn't doing the level up and growing things, it was the shamans. Wow, look at the size of that wizard. Oh my goodness. Wow, 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 it just keeps going. That was a cool sight to see. And then we can get another library to level that up, but what level is our wizards at? Level 2? Almost level 3. Yeah, I think we can max those out, just like so. So we have so many things with wizards. Ooh, and the library just doubled the poison vial. Good, it actually worked. But now the King of Greed soldiers are not giving our wizards nearly enough time to get overpowered, which is too bad because I kind of want to see a giant wizard again. Ooh, a mortgage. This would work once the concabulator does its thing. Receive 30 gold for each level it had, so we could get 90 gold off of that thing. Let's hold on to this. And I'm guessing this is the tower that lets us expand our property. Sure enough, it is. So we could get that next to the library for more adjacent troops to get level ups, but we're not getting a lot of enchantments as is. I also just remembered our citadel is still only level 1. We have not really had to use it. You know what, sure, let's have some more space to enhance the wizards some more. Or we can destroy a plot to receive random tome cards, would be good. But now we have room to put in the executioners, which I probably should have put them over here. Well, we don't exactly need these, so we can sacrifice a card over here to get a little bit of coinage. And they got more poison stacks there, very good. That's a lot of rats there, but the rats are going down very quickly, and oh no, the gunners are quickly filling out numbers pretty well. So we are starting to lose some troops, but also our wizards are getting ginormous again. So it's always a good day. Oh yes, another concabulator card. We should have, yes, a couple years before level increase to all the things. So that's at level 2 now. And now the King of Greed has rogues in the back line, but those are getting squished very quickly. But actually, our wizards are currently getting squished pretty quickly. We should probably step in a little bit because they're currently charging down the castle. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. They're reaching the castle. Oh no, they reached the castle, so we lose a life. All right then, good to know. Let's get a beacon so we can get some attack speed. Re-enchant? I do like the ones that are purple because those are the ones that are relevant to our king. Doubles all enchantments of all your active troops. The thing is, there's only one enchantment right now, but doubling that, ooh, that would actually put it at 8 for the poison vials. But again, that's the only one, so that might not actually be worth it. Why don't we re-roll this? All your units and towers have 20% chance to deal critical damage, or receiving 9 free re-rolls? Okay, I think this is a good investment. You know, I kind of want to put something else in place of this library because we haven't had a really good chance to use it. So let's put it up to the offering so we can receive some random tome cards. Oh, here we go. And now the beacon can go down to enhance them, adding 9 units to the selected troops, so that can be these guys, so we have a lot of defenders. And then we can clone the card of the selected plot to get another defender card, and then they're level 2. So now we have a lot more troops at our disposal. Hopefully all that reflections pays off. And thankfully it is, at least against the Spells Rebellion troops that we have to put up with. That really squashed them. And the defenders were starting to get pretty big too. So there's another enchantment, but we already got rid of the library, so it doesn't really matter. You know what, let's take the combustion. And then wild card to level up a target plot can be for the beacon. So that is adding 4% per second hits. King of Greed again. We should probably chain attack damage the rogues just to get rid of them as good as possible because I really don't like them. And now the year of the Illuminance or whatever is coming up pretty soon, but let's grab a citadel so we can level that up. Illuminism, that's it. Whoa! Oh yes, that was amazing. The concabulator triggered, and so all the things leveled up. Level 3 here, level 3 here, level 3 here. All of it got leveled up. And the Citadel has room for one more level. But now we can destroy the concabulator to free it up and get 90 more gold. I like the way this is going. As the King of Progress is currently fighting us, but I don't think the guns can really do too much more because they are getting a lot of reflection damage. And the defender is getting huge now. Wow. Making some giants here. Oh my gosh. That is insane how big that gets. And those guys actually did the most. Awesome. So we can take overhaul again, and since we used it before, if we use it again, it should have 3 uses on it. But let's just go ahead and keep buffing our wizards with combustion. We don't really have anything we need to destroy right now anyway. And of course, the rogues hit the back line, but they're quickly dealt with. At least I think they're quickly dealt with. The defender is getting huge, and so is the wizard over here. So we are losing half of our troops, but we're still doing okay. Oh, we could make our own thieves. Or we can overinvest, spend 30 gold to increase every stat of a troop or tower by 15%. You know what? Sure. As if the wizards aren't crazy enough. Now I kind of wish I had that library back. And we are about to encounter a year of increasing our territory as well. Not that we necessarily need it right now, because we're not really filling up our current space that we have, but oh my gosh, that defender gets huge. It's still insane anytime it happens. 2,000 damage. Ooh, another concabulator. Now we have something to put there. But why don't we go ahead and get something placed down next to the beacon here, so maybe we can get another kind of troop. But concabulator goes in first. And the spells rebellion, does it have its own shamans? I think it does, but all of our defenders are concentrated on one troop, and all of the reflection is really not panning out well for them. Oh, here's a new kind of troop. Warlocks. I think yes. Get those guys placed right next to the beacon over here. They're not gonna be very good to begin with, just because there's only 3 of them and they're behind everybody else in development. But ultimately, I think we'll be okay. Oh my gosh, those thieves take out the back line so quickly. It's a little frightening, but we are able to deal with them, because they cannot deal enough damage to the defenders. What? The size increase every time. Where is the last guy? Get rid of him. Another overinvest card, don't mind if I do. Another royal decree. Doubles critical damage. Doubles the attack speed of Citadel's lightning bolts. We do have some free rerolls, so let's take one. Ooh, receive 3 new random plots. I do like this. So random indeed, goodness. But here, let's overinvest in the wizards because they're so good. Maybe we should be doing that to the shamans so they can just boost more. But ultimately, I think we're doing okay. Thankfully, all the reflection works very well against the ranged enemies. Ooh, static. Units attacks trigger chain lightning. Deals 1 damage and 1 chain per stack. I like it. I'm not sure that really works with the defenders though, tragically. But we can certainly use this on the wizards. Now I really wish I had a library just to double all the effects. Oh, but those thieves are here. Please reflect them very quickly. I will actually get involved this time because they are frightening. But the defenders are the MVPs right now. Another beacon. What level is our beacon currently? It's level 3, so that's kind of pointless. I guess we can take another Citadel card. Diplomats can now make peace with an enemy king. Oh, sweet. So we can either stop seeing King of Greed soldiers or King of Progress soldiers. I think the King of Greed gives us the most trouble because of those thieves. So why don't we make peace with them? Now we only have 3 king enemies again. Good. And now we'll actually go ahead and get the Citadel to maximum because it's about time they did. And we are currently going up against 145 troops and winning. I did not think our army was getting that strong with only 66 troops. But that is so good. Ooh, warlocks again? Don't mind if I do. About time these guys get leveled up. As we go against the Nature King for the first time in a while. That's a little surprising there. They have a lot of ranged troops to be sure, but oh, we also are currently only on defender time now. Thankfully, the healing tower is doing everything it can. Wow, so it's a war of attrition right now, and I think we're winning? It was looking bleak, but now it's looking okay. So that was surprising, honestly. But the Nature King has so good cards. Just need to find something that isn't quite leveled up, maybe? We can clone another Concabulator card, so we can do that to get it leveled up to 3, and then can we find another one here in the shop? There's a Scapegoat, a passive backline unit. If killed in battle, generates 3 gold per level. Interesting. It's also incredibly shiny, so I think it's a rare card. We'll take it. And then we have another free reroll here. Ooh, more wizards. Let's reroll a little bit more, maybe. Maybe one more. Okay, I don't want to use up all the free rerolls I get. There's a card I'm hoping for, and it's the Concabulator, but we're not getting it currently. Or really any towers I care about either. And now we're currently out of free rerolls, so let's just leave. Oh, we could get the Scapegoat cloned already to level that up, but let's get that over here, I guess, or just put it in the empty plot here. Does that work? Where can I put this thing? It's not letting me put it there. Oh, I guess we can put it there. That's a lot of goats, actually. Well, then let's clone the concabulator, place that down so it's level 2. Now we just need one more, and thankfully we're fighting the King of Progress, so we might get it. But let's also just zap a couple of dudes, because that makes me feel better about the situation. How are the goats getting so big? That is not how this is supposed to play out. And they keep attacking the goats too. Wow, they are quite a distraction there, and they are also firing incredibly fast. So maybe we should deal with them a little bit better. What are the shamans doing leveling up the goats? That is an unintended consequence, but they're actually distracting the gunners long enough and actually doing so well that they're actually not fighting the defenders. So that's incredibly awkward. Oh, that's great. I love it. Now let's reroll these. Can we get another concabulator card here? There it is. So now everything levels up, or at least the ones that weren't leveled up to maximum. Now we could definitely use some other things placed down so we can still level things up, but it looks like the end is in sight. We just need to survive a couple more years. Okay, crazy idea. Should we just get more shamans? They don't really boost the attack power of the defenders, so it's a little pointless there. But I do like the sound of more units getting static. Oh, and we can enhance the kingdom again. Can we please just buy more than one slot? That's what I would like. Ah, well, let's just place another one by the beacon. And then overhaul this. Is it worth doing that right now? There's only one unit that needs level ups. Can we place on another citadel? That would be hilarious. Well, why don't we get rid of this card so we can earn some money? That should free up a card slot for us. Okay, the nature troops actually gave us a bit of an interesting time. So hopefully that's not the case this time. And we actually, oh man, they take out so many troops. And we are still losing troops, so we should definitely be zapping their backline a little bit more, I think. So thankfully we can do that well enough. Okay, nature is an interesting time, good to know. But we can get the forest, and then we have something to put in place of the concabulator, so at least our troops can last a little bit longer. I do like that idea. It's just a shame about the order of operations here, because it would be nice to level up the forest with that. But we gotta do it eventually, so might as well do it now. At least we have the goats leveled up, so there's even more goats for the King of Progress to try and deal with. Quite the interesting turn of events with that, I must say. Really was not expecting the oh my gosh, the goats are getting so big. Everybody's getting absolutely huge. What sort of magic is this? And where can I get some? Do they have a maximum size? I think they have a maximum size, and it is absolutely insane. We just gotta end this fight so we can stop the madness. Stop the madness. Okay, that stopped the madness. Wow, another concabulator, but this time we don't need it. We can get a converter that turns enemies into rats. You know what, sure, might as well. And then, oh, re-enchant. Okay, now's a good time to actually use that because the wizards have quite a few enchantments, even if nobody else does. Oh, or we just get sharp blades for more attack power. I think yes. And now we can place down a forest here, so even more things get more HP, but only once. It's a very sad forest right now, and here these guys are again, so we should definitely, wow, the back line just gets melted for whatever reason, because I think the longbow archers specifically target the back line, and I am not a fan of that. At least the melee warlocks are still in play and getting a little bit of a boost, but I still don't like that. Okay, forest again for sure. Plant that there. Yes, even more HP. Now, hopefully the next year here is pretty okay. And there goes the goat again. We have only 99 troops and we're putting up against an army with 341 troops. Oh, this is insane. Hey, and we have over 1,000 gold now. Okay, yikes, yikes. I didn't expect them to actually get through everybody. Come on, Chain Lightning, please do good. Okay, that did okay. I didn't expect them to get through the troops. Defender again? These guys are already max leveled. We could get more, but why don't we re-roll so we can get another converter and then start leveling that up. And then maybe keep re-rolling a little bit so we can get another buffing building. Unit explodes when killed, dealing 10% HP as area damage. Ooh, that sounds like a fun time. And we can get it again for just double of that, or just add more troops. I do like this. We have a lot of money to deal with, so let's get more troops. And then precision, first hit always critical. Yes, it's about time we got that. And more clone? Nah, more procreate. Well, maybe more clone as well, so we can get more forest. And then overinvest. And more cloning? Yeah, sure. But the cards are getting so expensive that we actually can't buy anything more. So, okay, we have a lot of cards to play here. And thankfully we can. So let's clone the forest so we can get that to level 3. Oh, it's got a little pond in the middle. Nice. And that means that everything we have now is level 3, except for the converter. So we can get that over here, I guess? Or is it worth putting it next to the beacon? Troops and constructions? Okay, it's worth putting it next to the beacon. And then level that up and then clone it. So now the converter is maximum level. First hit for the wizards shall be critical. 30 gold to increase the stats of the defenders. Procreate the defenders. Procreate the warlocks, procreate the shamans. So now we actually go into it with a lot of troops. Oh, and nature's here. Okay, at least we do have a lot of troops, but man, they really melt us fast. I do not like that very much because they keep attacking the back line like crazy, but at least they can't really do anything to our front line. And the converter is actually turning them into rats. So all in all, it's actually pretty easy to deal with them. It just is very daunting right away. Now we have one more year to fight. Procreate. Or I think we have one more year. Oh, there's a carnage. I forgot about this. We should get that on the warlocks because they're the ones that deal area damage. So we have so many more hits per second. Oh, and the last army is just a Spells Rebellion. These guys are super easy to deal with because they just keep hitting the defenders and then taking themselves out. And the goats just get absolutely huge. We got like Paul Bunyan levels of goats. But we win the battle. Now's a good time to get a library. I don't know where to put it though. But the King of Nature is leading the final assault. These are the guys that give us trouble, and we only have one more card to play. We can put the library down for a 50% chance of enchanting duplication, or we just give the warlocks chain lightning. Deals 1 damage and 1 chain per stack. Well, we only have 18 warlocks, which is the lowest number, so why don't we add 9 more to that? Okay, oh, we actually get to play all of our cards. Good. Static, let's add this to the wizard, so that's another stack there, and the library double the carnage. Oh, hi there, big guy. Nice to see you. Let me just calmly deal with all the backline archers, because I don't like them very much. And you're dealing AoE stuff. Champion of Nature. Oh my gosh, look at how fast he's going down. Wow. We are the champions of nature now. Look at how big our units are. There's so many of them. That was incredible. Kingdom has thrived. Ooh, so we can keep going? Why don't we see how far we can keep going? Continue playing, which does let us expand our kingdom again. I don't even know where to go from here. Chaos has increased, enemies are stronger, great. So now we can enter expansion mode whenever we like. Ooh, good, and it just costs money. So we can do a lot of expansion here. Is that everything? That's everything. We have expanded our kingdom to maximum. Ooh, and a poison vial? Or mycelium. Summons a fighting spore every 9 seconds in battle. The battles really don't last that long though. I like creating roosts that trap enemies, so let's add those, I don't know, here maybe, here, sure. So now we just continue going against troops, which all those wizards, oh, they have such a bad time. Is this bullying? This almost feels like bullying, but we're the ones on defense. Ooh, library again? Don't mind if I do. A diplomat, wage war, okay. King of Stone? Ooh, this sounds like a fun time. Haven't seen you yet. Do you have some fun troops for me? I sure hope so, because we're about to fight you, but let's level up the library for I'm guessing just duplicating twice? But whoa, arrows everywhere. Okay then. That was a thing, but all the units are also dead now. Ooh, cauldrons, so more things can get poison damage, or quarry to add 2% damage to all towers and base every year. Sure, that seems like a good investment since we're doing so good here. Let's put the quarry over here. So all of those things, including our healing spire, gets more damage. I like that. Hopefully that means we can keep up with the health of our troops. It almost feels bad that we're going through the fight so fast, but 5,000 damage from the wizards. And a concabulator again. We can really place this anywhere, so might as well place it anywhere. Abracadabra, 10% of all enemies turn into frogs? Or overwork, buildings apply their effects one more time. I think yes. So let's get that going just over there. So even more HP and more attempts for a library and so many more things. This King of Stone really, whoa, okay, wow. Oh my gosh, we're getting bulldozed right now. We are getting absolutely bulldozed right now, wow. Okay, that was something. Cauldron? I don't think that's enough. A trapper, maybe? Oh dear. At least it's the magic. We can deal with that. But do we get spores now? I think we need to get spores now. Hopefully they're okay. At least we're getting more stacks of carnage. I was not expecting our troops to get absolutely melted, but also our defenders entirely got melted too. So we need to step in a little bit more. All we have is goats now, and the goats can't do anything there. Come on, lightning, come on, lightning, come on, lightning. The lightning's not good enough. The lightning's not good enough. Wow! Kingdom perished after all of that. We survived 39 years of that. But I did see that our two things got 20,000 damage dealt that round. So if that wasn't enough, then that is just crazy. But we did survive the normal amount, and we leveled up our kingdom. Nice! Ooh, and we have a new king available. The King of Greed. That sounds like a fun time. So if you guys do want to see that in more 9 Kings, then be sure to let me know. Thank you for watching and sub to Intern.